Alright, I want to do a real quick video here talking about this little thing from Kent Hovind's broadcast today. Very, very dangerous. Let's watch a little bit of this. I'll show you what I'm talking about.
Well, you will if you need to. He said the legs of iron in Daniel, that would be the Daniel chapter 2 vision, has to be Rome. As the vision is expanded when Daniel has the vision and sees the same kingdoms presented as beasts. The Iron Kingdom is presented as a terrible beast with a little horn. Power arises out of its head, which is the Roman papacy. Martin, I've heard this argument. I believed it. I taught it myself for years. I no longer think it's true. I don't think we know yet for sure how all that's going to work out, but I believe it is the Ottoman Empire, Islam, the Muslim Empire. And what changed my mind was the reading of the books by Joel Richardson. Yeah, Joel Richardson. These two books right here, Islamic Antichrist, Mideast Beast, and Islamic Antichrist. Those two, which you can get from WorldNet Daily, WND. This is the last couple pages of my book that I wrote, What on Earth is About to Happen. And somebody said, Brother Hovind, have you changed your mind about anything related to end times since you wrote your book, What on Earth is About to Happen? And I said, yep, I had to. That changed it. See.
Okay. Yeah, there should be some red flags going off there. Okay, two things that you need to get figured out about the end times, okay? Number one, it is about Israel, the nation of Israel. It is not for the purification of the church. Very important. Daniel's 70th week is not about the church. It's about Israel. Okay, and you can just read Daniel chapter 9. Okay, upon my people, thy people, and upon thy holy city. That's not Christians. Okay, it's the Jews. The end times are about the Jews. Okay, that's number one. Number two, Mystery Babylon, Revelation chapter 17, is the Roman Catholic Church. It's not Islam. Islam is controlled by Catholicism. Islam was created by Catholicism. So somebody comes out and they say, oh, well, you know, the Mystery Babylon there, the leg, you know, the part iron, part miry clay thing, that's Islam. Oh, that's very, very bad. Very bad. But I'm going to show you about this Joel Richardson thing here. The Lord led my wife, she's off camera here, she's going to be making some comments probably, but the Lord led my wife to find some very interesting things about Joel Richardson. I heard an interview of him, and he was doing this whole, you got to watch these guys all the time. These guys are coming out. Kent Hovind's doing this thing of, you know, I used to believe this, and I taught it for years and years and years, and now I don't. I thought the Bible said that we're to hold fast the form of sound doctrine that we've been taught, you know. But this Joel Richardson guy, I heard him, and he did the same thing. I used to believe it was the Roman Catholic Church that was Mystery Babylon, and that was the bad kingdom in the end times, but now I believe it's Islam. Islam. Yeah, okay, sure, right. You know, and I've done whole teachings on that too, by the way, so, you know, whatever. But let's look about this Joel Richardson guy. We're going to go here to, this is his website, all right? Let's look in here. Joel's Trumpet. Up there you can see the joelstrumpet.com. This is Joel Richardson here, the About page. And it goes down here, it says, New York Times best-selling author, filmmaker, and internationally recognized preacher and teacher. Joel lives in the United States with his wife and 5 children. Joel's heart is thoroughly missional. There's a little emergent church thing, missional, with a special love for all the peoples of the Middle East and passion to see Jesus known throughout the region. Joel travels and teaches on the gospel, living with biblical hope, blah, 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 blah. You can read the rest of that. But there's his different things he's written. But look at this. Joel has been also featured on or written for numerous radio, television, and news outlets across the world, including the Glenn Beck Show, Mormon, the Mike Huckabee Show, I don't know what he is, the Jim Baker Show, the 700 Club with Pat Robertson, a Mason, CBN News, which is, I think, tied up with Pat Robertson, Jewish Voice Today with Jonathan Bernis, I don't know what that is, the Trinity Broadcasting Network, Benny Hinn, Paul Crouch, all those wingnuts. It's Supernatural with Sid Roth. I don't even know what that is. New York Daily News, WorldNet Daily, The Blaze, Front Page Magazine, and many others. But here's where it gets very interesting. Well, first of all, let's look about this thing, this Joel Richardson guy here. You know, what's he saying about the rapture issue? Rapture, pre-trib, post-trib, or pre-wrath? Down here, he basically says, I am still processing exactly where I stand between these two views, believing that it may be possible to reconcile the two perspectives to some degree, but ultimately I view the difference between these two positions as very minor. That's what a lot of these people say. It's very, very, very interesting. And if you've seen my study that I already did on the thing of Kent Hovind, his book, debunking his book, let me show you here very quickly. Here we have the pre-wrath rapture of the church. Marvin Rosenthal, the first book written on this post-trib pre-wrath rapture thing, and he says, within 2 years, many men will be teaching the pre-wrath rapture. Within 5 years, it will be a recognized position, and if God pleases, within 15 years, it will become a major position of the believing church, if God gives that many years. Okay, there is a conspiracy to overtake those of us that teach the pre-time of Jacob's trouble catching away. Right there, the first book in print on this ridiculous nonsense, and he's saying we're going to get most men to believe and teach this thing. Incredible. But we'll go up here to, now this is the good one here. How about endorsements? Who's endorsing this book, this Islamic Antichrist thing? Let's see about this. Okay, it went to another page there. Walter Kaiser Jr., Chuck Missler. Okay, now I don't know a whole lot about this, but again, my wife did a little bit of searching on this guy here. This is his website here, the Koinonia House. You can see the website there. Come on, focus for me. khouse.org. There you go. Okay, and where are we at here? Okay, first of all,
long-time personal relationship with Hal Lindsey.
Yep, there you see Hal Lindsey.
And then you scroll down and you see this sentence right here. Through Christian author and speaker Henrietta Mears. By the way, Henrietta Mears was the mentor of Billy Graham, Bill Bright of Campus Crusade for Christ, otherwise known as Cru in the United States, but Campus Crusade for Christ outside the U.S., and also the mentor and trainer of Dawson Trotman, the founder of the Navigators, also associated with Cru.
Right. So this is his wife, I guess, Nancy Missler there.
Yes.
So yeah, she's associated with this I don't know, I guess a very wicked woman there.
Yes.
Interesting. But now let's look at this next page here on koinoniahouse.org. Here he's talking about Walter Martin, this guy here that's come out against Chick Publications for attacking the Catholics, and Walter Martin's like, how dare you attack the Catholic Church and all this other stuff. Alberto Rivero, the ex-Jesuit priest that there's a lot of chick tracts about, he's actually been attacked by Walter Martin. So, you know, very pro-Catholic. What was the other thing on this page?
Hal Lindsey is mentioned again. His 3 most influential and effective teachers in his own lifetime were Hal Lindsey, like he mentioned earlier, Chuck Smith.
Oh boy.
A very ecumenical, heretical.
Founder of Calvary Church out in Californication. Also a friend of Rick Warren.
Yes.
And speaking of Rick Warren.
And,
what else?
Oh, right here. Chuck Smith is my personal pastor, serves on our board of directors, and it was his tutoring, trust, and sponsorship over the past several decades that also has led to our present ministry.
Okay. Now let's go to the next one. Speaking of Rick Warren, here we go. Look at this. We recently embarrassed by the advertising of one of the talks at a recent conference that was billed as the Devil-Driven Church by Dave Hunt. Many naturally anticipated an attack on Rick Warren, a pastor whom we regard very highly. And this is Chuck Missler's, this is by Chuck Missler right there. Okay, you're seeing it. Rick Warren is a member of the Council on Foreign Relations and openly says so.
Yes.
Okay, and you know, the whole sodomite thing too there going on. Very, very bad. Okay, let's go back to the endorsements again. Here, we're going to go down through. We're trying to get this done as quick as possible. Charlie Daniels he has all kinds of issues. That guy, Robert Spencer, Sid Roth. Again, I'm not real familiar with a lot of that guy's stuff.
Robert Spencer also wrote the politically incorrect guide to Islam, which I actually read when I was a lost woman.
Okay.
Very informative. Go scroll down to.
Now we're here at this Alan Singler. Check this out. Military intelligence analyst, retired U.S. Defense Department, Army radio host. Okay, so we're talking a spook here. Okay, military intelligence. That's kind of interesting, and he's endorsing Joel Richardson's stuff. And by the way, let me just point out, these aren't just endorsements that just came out of nowhere. This is what Joel Richardson is posting on his own website.
Yes.
Right there. Okay, so don't say, oh, well, you know, he can't help who's endorsing it. He's putting them on his website. All right. But let's just go down through here. There's a couple more we're going to talk about. How about this guy right here? Doesn't he look like a nice guy? Uh-oh, Professor Boston College. What is Boston College?
Yeah, I wonder what that is.
That sounds interesting. I wonder what it is. Boston College. Boston College was founded in 1863 by the Society of Jesus Jesuits. A Jesuit? What?
And look at his background on this page.
And here you have William. It's actually Kilpatrick, not Kirkpatrick or whatever Joel Richardson had there. But he's a Catholic, national Catholic, and everything else. Taught at Boston College for 33 years. He's retired now. But, you know.
Bachelor's
and
from the
he
college.
He got a Bachelor's of Science from the College of Holy Cross. You say, what's that? Here you have the College of Holy Cross. Again, website, holycross.edu. Jesuit. He's a trained Jesuit. Let's go to another one. William Kilpatrick.
The exact same picture as from the About page on Richardson's endorsements webpage.
Yep, there he is. Okay, he's saying, "Oh, we just love Richardson's book." Well, yeah, I guess so, because Richardson is saying that it's Islam and not Roman Catholicism.
And what's even worse about Jesuit Kilpatrick is you go to this site right here, ignatius.com, and they promote and sell
look here.
his
Ignatius, come on, focus. Come on now.
There you go.
There we go. Ignatius.com. I'm just doing a quick video here, people, but Christianity, Islam, and atheism, the struggle for the soul. See, he's promoting the same stuff as Richardson is.
And
So-
actually, yeah.
But we got to keep things moving here, so we're going to just go down through a
There's two
bunch
more
of
guys.
other problems.
Liberty University promoter.
Yep, Jerry Falwell, good friend of the Vatican and everything. Stan Monteith, another guy who's all kinds of compromises with this guy.
And a current spook, a major of the U.S. Army Special Forces. It doesn't say
Yep.
retired or former. It states it as current.
Yeah. And you say, wow, that's pretty bad. How about this? Creation Today, right? .org. Truth About ISIS and Islam, extended interview with Joel Richardson, conducted by Eric Hovind. There's Joel Richardson. So, major problem there. I think that Kent Hovind is really got some very dangerous friends right now, and we're just going to have to wait and see. If he continues in this stuff, we're just not going to be able to endorse him. It's very dangerous, very bad that he's endorsing Joel Richardson and taking a stand away from Roman Catholicism, and now it's Islam. Nonsense, absolute nonsense.